Good morning, guys. Welcome to Sunday Power Yoga. We're 45 minutes from here on out, so hopefully you could stay with us for the remainder. If you do have to drop off, always remember to take your own little Shavasana. The main reason why we do all these physical poses is that we can get ourselves to a nice emotional state of rest and peace. And boy, if we don't need that now more than ever, I don't know when it is. We certainly need that. So if you have to drop off the call, please take your own little Shavasana. With that, let's separate the legs really super wide. Let's have a nice bend in the knees. I think we need a little bit more flexibility here. So with the good weather, let's just come into our nice chia swings first. So arms are nice and wide, and then just go ahead and sway right to left and come into a very nice chia swing here. Getting all the junk out of the shoulders, getting out of the tension. We need love and kindness, right? We need to just get rid of that pent up energy. It's been really stressful for all of us, no matter what situation, because it's just not normal. And we don't like change to begin with. And what we went through a forced change. So now, there's a lot of pent up energy. There's a lot of, unfortunately, there's a lot of anger. And if you take a look at my wall, this is my healing studio that you've been seeing all this time. As a Reiki master, the first one that we say every single day is, for today only, do not be angry. And it's really, it's difficult. It's a lot of work. This is why, as a Reiki master, with all the training that I've been through, we still have to say it every single day and remind us, for today only, do not anger, do not worry, be humble, be honest in your work, and be compassionate to yourself and others. And it's not once a week. It's not, once a month, and if you skip a day, it's really not okay. We have to remind ourselves of the simple things that at the end of the day will give us joy and happiness. All right, start to slow those chia swings down, and then let's come into the top of the mat with our big toes touching, coming into Tadasana. So legs are together, arms are by the side. Go ahead and just close the eyes and start to relax. And as you scan your body from your ankle into the calf, into the knee space, into the thighs, just see what's happening. Are you holding on to some pent up stress, energy, maybe even a little bit of anger? Go ahead, send it a breath and let it go. Really use your breath to open yourself up today. And then go ahead, open up the hip crease. We'll engage those glutes, so don't worry about that right now. Come right into that torso, come into that gut feeling. And when you take a look at, the studies that have been out for the past couple of months about COVID, there's a lot of interesting work on, the background of people that got really sick. And it's kind of related to diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular, and actually how healthy the gut is. So we want to make sure that we're really fine-tuning everything today, working all those 11 systems perfectly to have a good, well-oiled machine. Coming up into your heart space. So this is where we've been guarded. We've been wearing masks. We haven't been looking at each other, face to face in a physical sense. We've been just kind of glancing at each other through a TV screen or an iPad or an iPhone. So, we really need to keep our hearts open and really release that guarded feeling and allow ourselves to be a little bit vulnerable and really recognize that love and kindness to ourselves and to everybody else is maybe the better answer. All right, drop those shoulders back and down, coming into the neck space, allowing your neck to grow a little bit taller. So not hunched up, not kind of, scrunched up. Just allow that neck to open up, coming into the jaw space, open and close, and then into the eyes. Make sure your senses, they're on, and especially that gut feeling. All right, with the eyes closed, inhale, arms up, rise up, reach up. Palms come all the way overhead. Palms touch, and then interlace the fingers and palms come all the way up to the sky. Get a really nice stretch. So with the eyes closed, imagine you're grounded from your feet, pressing the four corners of the feet into the mat, and your palms are reaching all the way to the universe. So great thing that happened yesterday, right? We were able to go into space again, once again. So as above, so below, and we want to connect with that. And we find out hopefully more information about what's going on to that galaxy, to, into that space that's unknown. Hopefully we'll have more answers, and that'll be really, really interesting and good for all of us. All right, start to slowly bring those arms down. Release the fingertips all the way to the earth. Drop the shoulders back and down. Just take one more breath here as you start to feel a little bit more energy in the palm space. All right, let's get to work. Open up the eyes. Inhale, arms up, rise up, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and forward fold. Separate the feet, 2 fists widths apart. Grab either your ankles or big toe and yogi grip, and let's open up the spine. Inhale, half lift, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, drop the head down, elbows out wide, belly to thigh. 2 more like this. Inhale, half lift, gaze up. Go ahead, flatten out that back. Exhale, drop the head down, elbows out wide. Try to get into the hamstrings and the calves. 1 more, inhale, breathe, deep breath. Go ahead, flatten out that back. Exhale, drop the head down. Nice, and then place the hands down and step back into your plank. Shoulders over wrists, heels over toes, and core is engaged. We're gonna go right into it. Feet and legs come together. Left hand in the middle of the mat, Tadasana. You know your modification, drop onto the bottom leg. That looks like this. Or come right into your Tadasana, right arm up, stacking that right arm over the left. So as above and so below. That sort of is the common theme for today. Really making sure that we're connected with whatever that unknown is up there. And certainly understanding that the earth is so precious down here. Hold, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand down and go ahead and flush it out. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward, and exhale, downward. Right knee to right tricep, come on back. Left knee to left tricep, come on back. Right to right, and back. Left to left, and back. Come into your downward facing dog, stretch it out, breathe. All right, Bashi on the other side. So I don't want to turn my back to you, but you know the drill. Right hand, come into plank, and then go right into your side plank, Tadasana. So I'm just gonna check in with you guys as you hold that. And you know the modification, you're gonna drop onto that knee if you have to, but everybody looks really good. Make sure those arms are stacked, open up that heart space. That's what the goal is here. Take in really nice deep breaths. Hold, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand down, come into your plank, and then go ahead and flush it out. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward, and exhale, downward. All right, come back into your plank, drop both knees down, and then go ahead and straighten. Drop both knees down, go ahead and straighten. 2 more, knees down, and straighten. 1 more, knees down, and straighten. Pike up, and plank. Pike up, and plank. 2 more. Great job, 1 more. Hold, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, walk the hands back. Feet and legs come together. Go ahead and forward fold, drop the head down. Inhale, go ahead, rise on up, reach on up, gaze up, palms touch overhead. And then go ahead, forward fold, walk your hands out. 1 push up. Here we go. 1, come back, hold, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward, and exhale, downward. Hold here, find your breath. All right, we kicked everything up right from the get-go, right? Respiratory system, cardiovascular system, lymphatic system, getting rid of the junk, getting rid of the toxins, getting rid of the stress hormones. And remember, just for today, do not anger, do not worry, Be humble. Be honest in your work. Be compassionate to yourself and others. You don't have to be a Reiki master to just kind of abide by just very simple rules. Look to the hands and float on up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise on up, reach on up. And palms come to heart center. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms up, rise up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into plank, hold. Look to the hands, come back up. Forward fold. 2 more. Step back into plank, hold. Come on forward. Forward fold. 1 more. Plank. Look up. Forward fold. And go back into your plank. Hold here. Walk the hands back. Feet and legs come together. Inhale, rise on up. Reach on up. Gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands out. 2 push-ups. You know your modifications. You can come onto your knees. All good, hold. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Hold, downward facing dog. Stretch it out, breathe. Lengthen the muscles in the arm space. Palms into the mat. Balls of the feet into the mat. Drop the heels. 3, 2, and 1. Look to the hands and float on up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise on up. Palms to heart center. All right, here we go. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, forward. Inhale, half. Exhale, step. Hold here. All right, next, in your plank, you're going to walk 2 steps over to your right, and you can do this. Hard to do in class because we don't have the room. Now go back to your center. 2 steps over to your left. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Right. 2 steps. Hold. 2 steps over left. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward. Exhale. Downward. Great job. So really firing up the shoulders. All good. Hold here. Couple of breaths. Breathe. Drop the head down. Look through those legs. Release into the shoulders. Get into the lats. 3, 2, and 1. Look to the hands and float on up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise on up. And palms come to heart center. Let's go into B. Bend the knees, find your chair. Utkatasana. Hold your Utkatasana. Hold right here. Stay right there. So work on this. Go ahead and lower that seat down. Elongate that spine. Arms all into the sky. Fingers are really nice and tight. Reaching up. So shoulders are back and down. We work on that. So remember, opening up. Start to envision the spinal cord. So that whole spine is nice and open, creating some synovial fluid right into that space. Hold here, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward, vinyasa. Right leg up to the sky. Step it through, left knee, uncurl toe. Come into crescent lunge, hold, open up, reach back, open up. So those shoulders, they're nice and open. Take advantage of it, push those hips down. 3, 2, and 1. Hands down to the mat, and you're gonna step your right leg back and you're gonna raise it 6 inches. You're gonna stay right here, just for a moment. Then the right knee comes to the right tricep, bring it back. Now, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward, and exhale, downward. Left side, left leg up to the sky. Step it through, right knee, uncurl toe, crescent lunge, right into it. Arms are back, drop the hips down, open up the heart. Breathe, reach, open up, feel good. goes back. Bring it to the left tricep. Bring it back. And now lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. And exhale, downward. Hold here, breathe. Good job. Stay connected, physical, emotional, and energetic. Do not anger, do not worry. Very hard, but we work on it every single day, right? Kindness, love and kindness. Maybe if we just keep on promoting that, maybe that energy will ripple through. We can do it. It takes effort, it takes work, just like anything. 3, 2, and 1. Look to the hands and float on up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees and find your chair. Utkatasana, hold, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Palms come to heart center. Just take a moment here. We have one more in B. Take a moment, settle in. What could you let go? No suppression, no stagnation. It works against you. It's counterproductive. Let it go. Here we go. Bend the knees, find your chair, arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step into plank, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward, warrior 1, right leg up. Step it through, warrior 1, rise on up. Open up in 2. Peaceful, come on back. Reach, reach, reach. Next, right arm underneath the leg, left arm goes back, bind, look forward. Bird of paradise, right into it, you got this. Step, come onto the ball of the right foot. Bring it up, reach it up, all the way up. Try your best, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes down, left leg goes back. Bring your hands down. Next, that right leg goes back, raise it 6 inches, right to the right, reach it back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward, exhale, downward, last side, left leg, warrior 1, rise on up, open up in 2, come back in peaceful, bring it back, come into a bind, left arm underneath, and then bird of paradise. Look forward, hop the right foot up, come onto the ball of the back on the front foot. Left leg goes up, reach, reach, reach. Nice bird of paradise. Slowly come back down. Right foot goes back, bring the hands down. Left leg goes back, it comes to the left tricep, bring it back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward, and exhale, downward. Great job. Come onto your knees, grab a sip of water, and find your extended child's pose. Good work. So cardiovascular system, that heart rate gets up. A lot of interval training in there, a lot of different moves. That's the work. Good job. All right. Next, we're gonna work on these push-ups. So, still a little bit of a heart rate training here. And that's what we need, right? We gotta keep everything at bay. We need to make sure the heart and the cardiovascular system is working well. No diabetes, no obesity, no nothing, right? Just health. Here we go. All right, oh my goodness. Feet and legs come together. Inhale, arms up, rise up, reach up, gaze up. Go back first. Now, exhale, hinge from the hips and forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Next, you're gonna place your hands back, like all the way back as you can. And your fingertips really wanna try to reach your heels first. That's gonna open you up. And now you're gonna come into a really nice push-up. Place the hands forward like you normally would, and then go ahead and step back. Now you opened everything up. Go ahead, slowly come on down, come on up, walk the hands back to meet your feet. Feet and legs come together. And now we try it back here. Bring the fingertips all the way back, like they really want to try to reach the heels. That's getting right into my hamstring, so careful with that. You want to get a good stretch and you want to open everything up, but you don't want to overstretch it. All right, next, you're going to walk your hands back and let's try another push-up. Go ahead. Go ahead, come on down and then come on up. Look to the hands, float on up. Exhale, forward fold. One more round. Fingertips all the way to the heels. Go ahead, fold. Place your hands back into your front of the mat. Step back. Go ahead, push up. Come on up. Walk the hands back. Feet and legs together. Hands to the heels. Forward fold. Walk the hands forward. And your push up. And then come up. All right, flush it out. Low down Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. And exhale, downward. Great, great work. All right. Next, coming onto your knees, just come into a quick extended child's pose. So knees as wide as the mat, lower your seat to your heels. Let's just stretch everything out first. Then we're gonna come into Malasana. So you really wanna make sure that you're opening up your hips for this. Reach the arms forward, go ahead, reach. And then come into that alligator pose. So the chin is really touching the mat, not your forehead. Really extend and reach and lengthen. Next, the right hand comes through the left, come onto the right ear. Open up, palm is up. And then the other side, left arm through the right, left ear, palm is up, breathe. Nice. And then go ahead and come center and stretch everything out. All right, so we did our crescent lunges, we did our extended child's pose. So hips or hip flexors are pretty open. Let's do our Malasana. So slowly come into your squatting pose. And you know the drill, you want to bring your heels down for this. So this is the work, right? We bring our heels down, our feet are out. So it's opposite of pigeon pose or pigeon feet. So you really want your toes out. Palms to the center and elbows are cracking over those hips first. So you really want to get low, 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 low. Awesome. Now, reach the arms up and don't move your seat. Come back into center. Bring the arms up. Come back into center. One more time up. Come into center. Excellent job. Try your crow. Go ahead. Now, bring your feet to your hands. So your feet are forward, right in front of your hands. You're looking forward. I'm not looking through my legs. I'm not looking down. I'm literally looking forward. I just know what has to happen. Those knees and the shins have to come onto my triceps. I'm not on an even space. Hold on. And now I bring one toe up, and then the other toe up, and then I come into my crow. Go ahead. Try it. You got a longer practice here. Good job. Nice work. Awesome. Everybody's giving it nice effort here. That's what it's all about. It's all about the effort. Try one more time. Do your best. The only way that we get this is we practice it. Nice crow pose. And have a little trust, have a little confidence. 3, 2, and 1. Come back into your Malasana. Nice job. Come right back into your Malasana. All right, left hand down, right arm up, right arm behind the back, left arm in front of the shin, open up. Slowly come center, other side, right hand down, left arm up, go ahead, bind. So that forearm, actually your whole right arm, it's on the shin. And then palms back to heart center, Malasana. Nice work. All right, let's come into a counter pose to that. Let's go right into crow pose. So, I'm sorry, camel. Camel. Both C's. Here we go. So, you could bring, you could come onto the ball of the toes and make sure that your feet are flexed. That gives you a little bit more length and space to reach your heels. Or you come onto the tops of the feet. Place your hands on your lower back. Let's open up here. So push your hips up, open up the heart space, drop your head. Find that first. Then go ahead and try to reach one heel and then the other. Stay right there. So what happens is our hips tend to go back in this pose when we drop our head back. But you really want to push your hips forward and really crack open that whole heart space first. Then you drop that head, and then you just stay there. And what a quad stretch, right? I mean, this is just a big, big quad opener. So use it to your advantage. Camel pose. Hold here. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on up. Great job. Let's go ahead and flush all that out. Come onto the balls of the feet. Stretch out in downward facing dog. And then come into plank, lower down, upward, and downward. Great, great work. All right, next, we've been kind of ignoring the lower back muscles because of time. So let's just go ahead and come onto the belly space. Let's come into Sphinx pose first. So we're gonna get into the lower back muscles. So we go into, you know, the swimming kind of thing and, you know, things that we ignored because of time, but now we got time. So come into Sphinx pose first. So you're on your forearms and my fingers are nice and wide. And I'm on the tops of my feet, right? So I'm not, you know, not on my toes, everything is down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and open up the heart space. So that doesn't mean my shoulders go into my ears. It just means I try to look up. There's really no tension in my neck. It's really opening up into this whole heart space. That's what I feel. And just a little push into the lower back muscles. So again, that's what opens up. So you open up your heart space and you engage the back. If you engage the back, you have to release the front. It's like that. So open up. All right, next. So let's go ahead and bring the left ear down and arms by the side and palms up. So the top of the feet are still on the mat. And I'm just giving myself a little bit of a rest, a little bit of, you know, making sure that my spine is just coming into balance. All right, next, I'm gonna place my hands right by my chest. My thumbs are right by my chest area, and my shoulders are, you know, they're still backing down. They're not going into my ears. Next, I'm gonna slowly come on up. I'm gonna peel myself up. Now, it doesn't mean I'm putting pressure on my hands, because guess what? I'm gonna lift up my hands to do that. So I'm really working the lower back muscles to do all of this. The tops of the feet are still on the floor. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Right ear down, arms by the side, and palms are up. Just take a little rest here. We're gonna do that one more time. All right, here we go. Feet and legs squeeze together. My hands come right by my chest. And again, the shoulders are not creeping into the ears. I still have really nice posture here. I'm gonna work the whole back. All right, go ahead. Start to peel the chest up, open up. Try to get the hands off the mat. Really engage the lower back muscles. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Left ear down, arms by the side, and palms are up. Great work. All right, next. We're gonna come into airplane pose. So I'm a little tight in space here, but you know the drill. So the arms are out in T, and my feet and legs are still together as one, right? Now I'm gonna work all my momentum to lift the chest up and the thighs up. So go ahead, start to lift the chest up, and now go ahead and peel the legs up. And you're still squeezing your legs together. So what happens is those legs open up, bring them together. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on down, right ear down to the mat, arms by the side. Take a little rest here. And then we get into the next side, or in the next round, I should say. All right, so again, feet and legs together, arms in T. Look forward. Go ahead with momentum. Lift the chest up, lift the thighs up, open up, reach, reach, reach. So what am I doing? I'm working everything really. I'm working certainly my glutes, certainly the lower back, the upper back muscles, the chest is working. This is all encompassing. 3, 2, and 1. Left ear down, arms by the side, and palms are up. All right, swimming first, and then we come into our bow pose. So I'm kind of tight in space, so do your best here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift our arms up and our legs up. Hi, Jackie, you wanna come in? All right, Jackie wants to do a little yoga with us. Hi, little girl. Okay, I know. Mommy's gonna go swimming. All right, so what you're gonna do is your arms are out in like a V, and my legs now are separate. So what I wanna do now is I kind of wanna come into the Superman swimming pose. So I'm just gonna alternate my arms and my legs, and I'm still getting into my back muscles. And you know, you have to improvise because Jackie Russell wants to come in and join us for a little yoga. All right, keep on going, work it. So now you're really getting into the glutes, you're getting into the upper back. Go ahead, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take an extended child's pose, then we go into bow. So we did all that work so we can come into a really nice bow, and we'll do that. Let's just rest it out in extended child's pose first, stretch it out. Nice counter pose. All right, so here's the whole thing, right? This is why we do all this for the lower back. So we could really get into bow pose, which is, you know, it's one of the more difficult poses. Some people struggle immensely with this, but it doesn't mean that we give up. It just means we gotta just keep on trying. And one day we get it, believe me. All right, here we go. Right hand to the right ankle, left hand to the left ankle. Little skin is possible on the mat for this. So that's the goal. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Ha! And then inhale, lift everything up. Lift the chest up, lift the thighs up. Go ahead, start to slowly rock forward and back. Open up, so really open up that heart space. Rock back and forth. Go ahead, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, extended child's pose. Go ahead, breathe it out. I'm gonna go ahead and mute someone who's unmuted. Okay. Yeah, if you guys are unmuted for whatever reason, please go ahead and mute yourself.
They heard you.
What?
Okay. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so next. Now we're gonna come onto our back. We're gonna close this baby up. So come on to that left hip, bring the legs out forward. And without the hands, start to slowly roll on out one vertebrae at a time. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Arms by the side, legs by the side. If you are unmuted, please go ahead and mute yourself. Just go ahead, go into the settings and do that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to figure out who that is. All right, for everybody else, just go ahead and relax there just for a moment.
She keeps unmuting me. I'm on mute now.
All right, I think we're good. Okay, so next, let's come into that bridge pose. So we're doing a lot of heart openers here today. So this should be easier, bridge and then wheel, because we already did that really more difficult pose, bow. Go ahead and bring your heels close to the seat. Fingertips graze the backs of the heels. And then go ahead and start to slowly peel your seat up. So you're not clenching into the glutes. That's a different exercise. you really just want to start to kind of push those hips up. And then you're going to peel your lower back up, your middle back, and you come right into your shoulder space. So remember, if you're clenching into the glutes, go ahead, relax. So maybe you saw that like little adjustment. You don't really want to clench there. That's a different exercise. That's not what we're doing. We're opening up the hip flexors and just kind of relaxing the glutes as much as we can. And now we have a little bit of room. Because we're not clenching, we have a little bit more room. We're going to place our hands on our seat and we're going to push up. And now my belly space kind of comes up to the sky a little bit more. But that's okay. That's what we're trying to do. All right, nice. One more breath here. And then slowly come on down. Straighten out the legs and shake everything out. All right, next, wheel pose. We're gonna try it, just give it a shot. Don't give up on yourself. So that's that physical, emotional, and energetic bodies coming together, right? All of a sudden you say to yourself, well, I can't do that. Well, you're never gonna get it. So here we go. Everybody tries it. Bend the knees, fingertips to the heels. Place your hands by your head and go ahead, give yourself a nice little push and come right into your wheel pose. Open up. You never know what can happen if you try. Go ahead, open up. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on down and bring your knees into your chest. Rock right to left. Give yourself a nice little adjustment. Awesome work. We're almost done, guys. Good, good work. All right. So next is plow and then shoulder stand. So that inversion, right? So we're gonna bring our legs straight first, arms by the side, palms down, and then we're gonna go ahead and lift the hips up and now toes straight over our head. And then place the hands on the lower back and go ahead. Stay right there, shoulder stand. I'm gonna check in with you guys. Take another sip of water. So in this inversion, just think about, even close your eyes here. So think about rinsing your whole brain and nervous system, giving a really nice cleanse. So in this environment, what also tends to happen is we feed off of each other's energy. So we have to bring ourselves back into sort of a neutralized energy. And that's what this is doing. It's kind of just rinsing that brain and nervous system, giving it a nice good cleanse. Because sometimes we don't even recognize that we're tense, we're stressed out, and now we're going to trigger somebody else. And then to trigger somebody else. It's almost like the virus. So we want to neutralize that energy. We want to get good vibes. Your vibe attracts your tribe. You know that cliche? Well, it's not so much a cliche. All right, go ahead. Bring those legs back over your head for plow. Knees into the ears, ear pressure pose. And then with the head on the mat, start to slowly roll out one vertebrae at a time. And before we come into our Shavasana, close your eyes. Make sure your bodies are at peace. So lying down on your back, your eyes are closed. You soften that breath. And you start to soften everything. Whatever comes first. Maybe it's muscular system. Maybe it's the skeleton. Maybe you have to kind of adjust a little bit. Get the kinks out of the neck. And using
the respiratory system now to a really nice advantage. As you start to imagine every breath that comes in, it's a nice cooling wave, nice sensation, taking in all the new great air, cleansing out the system of the old, and then releasing all that old stagnant air. And now we just kind of imagine ourselves being in a better energy state, more positive energy state, higher vibrations, understanding the joy, understanding the happiness, maybe even understanding the sadness. That's okay. We can be sad. We can be sad of the trauma, the actions that are being taken place. We can be sad for those that have lost their lives. We can be sad. But not recognizing that and turning it into anger and worry is destructive. So throughout this practice, it's a nice reminder of being true to your natural emotions, the natural states. And then perhaps we can all come together a little bit better. And work towards a better country, a better earth, a better world, maybe a better galaxy. The opportunities are endless. And we have the power. Where do you want to focus that energy? Where do you want to focus your beliefs? I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. Slowly bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Roll over to the right side, fetal position. Slowly make your way to the top of the mat. Facing the camera, palms over heart center. Give your fellow yogi a nice little bow of gratitude. And also give yourself gratitude. Community coming together, making things better. One high vibrational, energetic body at a time. Namaste.